So good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss how the peer deck implementation is happened. In previous video we discussed about how we can able to create a lesson and formative assessment by using peer deck, which the link is shown below in this video. And now we are going to discuss once we create a lesson in a peer deck, how we are going to implement that with respect to our students. In other words, in student point of view, how the lesson will show and the response will be recorded in faculty point of view will be discussed here. So in previous video we created a lesson plan which I shown as a slide. So the last slide will be eye check slide. So now I am going to, once I completed my lesson, I have to go with start lesson in your right side tool. So once I created a lesson, the display will be shown as either student paced mode or instructor paced mode. The option shown here will be, for example, if you are creating a lesson and you make the lesson to be an offline mode, that you just give a link to the student so that students will be able to go through the lesson and they are getting assessed, and later you just collect the response and you find out how the response of the students will be. In real time LMS tool, like or in video discussion or video conferencing by using Zoom, Gmeet, like that, you directly go with a real time interaction session or formative assessment session. You have to select an instructor paced activity. So I just go with instructor paced. So now the dialog box is opened. Here the lesson is implemented in your peer deck. So what you have to do is, you have to find out the website link and the code and you circulate among the students through WhatsApp group or your Google Meet live chat, so that the students will select. For example, here the link will be join PD. So I just copy this link and I already created another one mail ID for student. So I just paste here as join PD and the code will be Chuki. So whenever it will ask, you just enter. So in another mail ID I added here as a student. So it has to waiting for the students to be connected. Once the student connected, I just select the mail ID. Okay. Now the student enrollment is happened. Once the student enrollment has happened, in faculty or instructor point, here you just see one student connected. So I just add my mobile connectivity by using another one student. I just add another one student by using my mobile. Okay, so I need to give code Chuki, and in my mobile I added another one student. So when you are circulating this website and your code, all the students will enter into your class. So you just see here the students are connected. So once the student connectivity is over, you just start the class. So this will be the first slide. In student point of view, the slide will be displayed as like this. So if you explain the concept like this, you can able to make the session to be continued. So once the session started, it is getting presenting and you just go with next slide. The next slide option will be shown here. So I just go with the next slide. So this will be the next slide. So once the next slide, this will be our lesson content. So I am going to discuss here will be on power diode construction. So in student point, you just see the link will be shown in our PeerDuck dialog box. If once the students click this, it automatically make them to go through that particular web page or particular video you posted that, and the students will discuss about that particular concept and come back to your session. And once the content is over, I have to go through next slide. Now I am going to make the students to get a formative assessment. So this will be the first question. So in my student point of view, the question will be shown like this. Here the number will be asked to enter. So I know that the answer will be 0.7. So in my student point, the 0.7 will be the answer. Once he clicked or once he entered 0.7, automatically the instructor will receive the response. One of two responses is received. So I just go with the answer. If it is in mobile, it will ask another one dialog like select question, show question and answer for that particular question. So for example, in second student, if I make the answer will be wrong answer. Now the faculty or the instructor receives two responses, and if we want to check how many students score correct answer, he can able to check. And once the checking is over, and if the most of the answers will be wrong answer, the student has to give some additional, student has to undergo some additional information about the power diodes, and again he or she may come back to the formative assessment that the instructor has to direct the path. So once the first question is over, next question, how many layers are there in power diode? So in student view, it will be a multiple choice question. The student can able to find options like this. If the students select the option, automatically the instructor will receive responses like this. In mobile also, I can able to select the answer. So the two responses will be received from student point of view. So this will be shown below, that is two responses is received. Now I want to find out the show response. Most of the students, that is only two students now entered. Two students say 3 layers are there in power diode, which is the right answer. So now I have to go to next question, which is an another interactive tool, which is the same question. So I jump to next question. So the next question will be a dragger kind of question. So if the student point of view, if it is a dragger, it will show the star mark which answer is correct. For example, this answer is correct for the power diode symbolic representation. Click, the students will drag that particular option. In mobile also I can able to drag, so that I will find out the instructor responses, whether the instructor receive all the responses or not. I just find two responses are received, so that the students answered this question. So I just find out the show response. Here the show response will be an initial or at a live virtual responses. You can able to record this in your Google Drive, and after assessing all this, if you want to give some assignment mark, you get the data from there the email with respect to the student email, and the proper answer is recorded there. And the third last question, if you want to make the students, whether you want to give a break to the next lesson or you want to continue the session, or whether the students understand the concept by how the student feel, that feeling option will be another one kind. So for example, if this will be the slide, the students can able to see, and there will be a dragger here. So if I want to see, because I am not aware of silicon or germanium based power diode, so I just click this. I am little confused. So in some other students, if we click this, and in instructor point, you can able to find out two responses is received, and I want to check keep going. One student is saying keep going, another student is little confused. So which student get confused, you just discuss within Google Meet chat or some other chat, WhatsApp group, so that you be aware that without understanding one lesson, you don't jump to next lesson, so that the students will get confused. In face-to-face interaction, this does not happen because the student at once asks the question, whereas in online session, you have to find the mentality and feeling of the students through this kind of tool. And the last question, eye check. So the eye check, why I mentioned this eye check here is, I just want to show the tool. For example, if I want to open this in our student point, I have a pencil, highlighter, line, text like that. For example, in few questions, if I want to make the students to draw a symbolic representation, I just click this pencil and I can able to draw the diode, or I can able to make the students to write anything, and I can able to make a psychomotor assessment too. Why I am doing this kind of thing is, there will be a Peer Deck option, drawing option will be there. You can able to use that option and you can able to erase whatever the option you made, that is also happen, and you can able to find out. Here in the question, can you find umbrella and t-shirt? This will be the t-shirt option and this one will be the umbrella option. Some students in mobile, they just click this like this. If I want to check in instructor point, I just find out the show response, where I can able to find whatever the students recorded in their video or in their videos. So this is the actual live interaction, peer-to-peer discussion or any active learning platform we can able to implement in our online. So this will be on Peer Deck. I will end here, and later in next video we will come with some Slido, which is another one add-on for Google Slides, which acts as another one interactive platform for the students. Thank you.